Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Figuring Shit Out. It has been so long, and let me tell you something, your girl has been trying to do some work in the background, which thankfully has paid off. This is part of what I'm going to be talking about today, and yeah, get you some to drink and let's get right into it. Welcome back. I know I've been away. I've been talking about consistency and I have not been consistent. But let me tell you something. I have been consistent in other areas of my life. It's just I had to let this take the back burner because life was lifing a lot and I just didn't have enough in me to give. And I think it's fair. Sometimes when you can't give, you gotta give a lot to yourself, Take some time off, do what you gotta do, and build yourself back up. So we're here and hopefully I will be able to be more consistent with doing videos at this point in my life. I think last time I posted, I was transitioning in my life, basically from being a student to entering the workforce and losing my job. There was a lot that happened between that time frame to now. And now I have graduated with my master's. I got a good job that has something to do with my master's, which I do not take that for granted because you hear so many horror stories. But I'm so grateful and I'm in such a reflective place in my life. And I'm just so thankful for how life is going generally. So let's talk about transitioning from almost nothing to something. It's the shock to the system. I don't think people talk a lot about that quick transition when you go from, I don't know how this is going to work out, or what this is going to be, or how this is going to turn out, to, oh shit, it's actually working out. A quick background about me: I have not been in a stable place since I was 15. I have been an errant immigrant. When I was younger, I used to have this solid dream, like, oh, when I get here, when I get to this age, I'll be this. I have long term goals. But life has just done something to my brain that I tend to plan my life 2 years at a time at the most. Because in my mind, I'm like, anything can happen, bruh. Especially being an immigrant, all my life that I've been an adult and most of my teenage life. So for me, it's like, brother, I don't know, anything can happen. I've had to tune my brain into whatever you're doing now, just focus on that and the future will resolve itself. It might be due to me having to fight through anxiety for a very long time. During the period I lost my job, my mental health was just crashing, and it was a very familiar place because I went through almost a similar situation in America. So it felt like the same thing was repeating itself, and I'm just like, oh, hell no. The thing I did not do in America though was I did not consider the medical route, which makes sense because America is expensive when it comes to treating things. I am so grateful that England at least has a mechanism for me to still be productive, even though my mental health is shit. So I'm so glad that I did not rob myself of the opportunity to take antidepressants. And I know this is not for everybody. I'm not saying everybody should start taking antidepressants. It was just I was at a very, very important point in my life that I couldn't let anxiety or depression hold me down, or I would not be able to move on to the next stage of my life. Like, I needed to be functional. I couldn't be non functionally depressed or be suffering anxiety attacks because I had a dissertation to continue, and a lot of my classes in the previous semester I failed. Yes, me, I failed. Smart woman like me failing, it's crazy. But did we make it though? Did we make it? And honestly, when everything just works out in the end, it's like a very, very major well done. Like a good pat on your back. You did not give up. You did what you had to do. You pushed through. You can tell me nothing. I have worked my way into my dream job, basically. And I'm in the role, relatively new. But there's this thing that creeps up on you that I have heard a lot of, and it has happened to me being an artist, but it has not been this major, and that is imposter syndrome. I am feeling major imposter syndrome in my current role. And it's crazy because I know I can do this. I have trained for this. I have done this role my whole life without knowing that that was what I was preparing for. It's wild. But every once in a while, you get hit with that. Well, not you. I get hit with that. Girl, can you do this stuff? This is a big girl job. And it's like, but I'm a little girl. And I'm like, no, I'm a big girl. I can handle this. So it's crazy. Um, Obviously, every new stage in life comes with its problems. But it's so important to learn all the lessons when you're trying to get to a new stage in your life so that all the lessons that you learned will prepare you for that new place. It is so imperative. So if you're going through all the stress and figuring stuff out, please learn those lessons. Learn those lessons because that is what will get you through the hardships of when you're living in your answered prayers, and just gratitude every step of the way. And I am personally working my way into feeling worthy of where I am at, because this is a place that I have prayed for, that I have hoped for, believed for, and worked my ass off for. But it's just for my brain to catch up with my reality because it has been a struggle. Um, but no, I'm not. I am in a more stable place than I thought I would be, and I have carried so much burden for so long that now everything is beginning to feel a lot less burdensome, and I'm like, I feel light. I don't know what to do with this. I'm not saying I want the burden. Oh, hell no. I'm just saying I'm just in a place where I need my mind to catch up with my reality. Obviously, this is not the place that I want to be forever. Obviously, we will keep graduating, but it's very important, especially in the corporate world, to have that confidence. And a lot of people say they deal with this. I don't know on what level people do. I'm new to this. I'm just sharing my experience. If you're feeling that way, just know that you are not alone, because girl, I'm feeling it too. But I'm trying to ground myself and just trying to be grateful for where I'm at. Also, one thing that I just want to share with you before I go is, do not let anybody tell you you can't do something. Do not let anybody tell you based on their experience it's impossible to achieve anything, especially if it's something that you're passionate about. Go for it, bruh. I know you probably hear this all the time and people say it, and it might not work out 10 times, but keep freaking going. Even if you fail, okay, just keep freaking going. Like I said, I failed 3 courses, basically all the courses in one semester. But guess what? Girl, I still graduated. I worked my butt off, wrote that dissertation excellently. Mwah. I did not get summa cum laude. I did not get first class. But girl, did I land the job? I sure did. I got the job of my dreams. I am so grateful. I don't know how I did it. But then, like my brother said, he said I should give myself some credit because I did work. I worked hard. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to let anxiety kill me because we've got work to do. I'm like, if I have to take these antidepressants to be able to do what I gotta do, I'll take them antidepressants. I'll pray, I'll read, I'll do all I need to do. And it worked out. And like I said, I'm not saying it's gonna work out for everybody, but just give yourself a fighting chance. And maybe it just might work out for you. I'm just saying. Anyway, we're back, we're better, we're still trying to figure stuff out, obviously. Excited for this new stage in my life. And yeah, as we continue on this journey, we will be figuring it out one step at a time and at every stage because life is just a continuous loop of figuring stuff out. We don't have the manual to do stuff, we just do what we can. So, thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for following me on this journey. And I can't wait to produce more content. And love, love, love. I'll see y'all soon on my next episode and figuring shit out.